Hello everybody and welcome back to the Experimenters. It's your boy Lambchop here, back on the XCraft SMP. Now last episode we worked on Bullseye Dunk Tank, which I gotta say came out amazing. I'm really happy, one, with how the redstone works, how it looks and everything. Now I did have to change one little thing, and that is the top bullseye. When you unlock it, it was a little bit too difficult because it was a pixel perfect bullseye, and it felt like the games were dragging on because, one, with Infinity Bow, like the arrows took quite a while to disappear, so therefore you couldn't really see the target, and two, it took just too long to do. So I have lowered it down to the ones below, so now they're all the same, so it makes the games run a bit smoother. I can adjust it later on if needs be, but I'm happy with that, to be fair. I want people to enjoy it and have a good time. So as we are here talking about mini games, I want to talk about a little bit about the SMP itself. So I've had a little bit of experience with running servers. I used to have like a Tech server back in the day. I've obviously got XCraft that I run. And there's one thing that a lot of SMPs seems to fail at, and that is keeping interest in the server. What I'm planning on doing is, for the next couple episodes, I'm going to heavily focus on making mini games or events or things to do on the server to keep interest going. Because as of right now, the server is at a little bit of a low point. Like, obviously there's new games come out that people are playing, and obviously life as well. But I want to change that and help people like have reason to come on. Like, you have your builds, you have your farms, but you want to have a bit of fun and a bit of chill time when you're playing Minecraft. Hence the why mini games. So today we are going to work on the minigame that is going to go behind me over there. And I have an add-on for the pumpkin hunt. There, the golden pumpkin. So that will be a lot of fun. We're going to do that in a second. And then I will be talking to you guys about the mega tree. So I have come into one little problem. I've got a solution for that. But yeah, and you can probably guess what that problem is. Wood. But again, I'll talk to you a little bit later. So let's go to the community hub and buy some more redstone components ready for this minigame, and obviously set up this and talk to you guys about this. Okay, so I come to the hub and I didn't want to get too distracted. I just wanted to go to the redstone shop and do the pumpkin stuff. But this has popped up. So I thought it'd be cool to come check out and see what this is all about. Because generally, I literally, last time I came on was a couple of days ago because I had stuff to do. And yeah, let's check this out. Who's this? Doesn't really give it away there. Oh, I know who this is. This will be OC and Zados. Put your name in and your codes. Okay. I will make sure I get that done. So, I do need to get some iron quickly, but I have the book here. So if we go in here, Pumpkin Hunt 2020 Golden Pumpkin Edition. So if you want to read any of this, you can pause the video and then look. But basically, I'm going to be adding a golden pumpkin for each player. What they are going to be doing is they are going to be hiding the golden pumpkin. And if it isn't found by the end of the event, they get 50 points added to their score. And if it is found by a player, they get 10 points. Now, you can trade your car pumpkins to get your golden pumpkin back to put it back out. But that's down to you and the player. So that's pretty much it. It's basically another way for me to be like, you know what? I spend like up to 45 minutes to an hour a day sorting out this. Let's save me a little bit of time for people to hide their own pumpkins. And this is the only thing I've had to make sure I put in there is points are still added up from what's in the barrel. So if you do trade your golden pumpkin that you found, then you will obviously give up then 10 points. But you could trade it for like 15, you could trade it for 20, you could trade it for 10 to get your money back. It's kind of down to you. I wonder if they paid for that. Oh, someone's take. This is the one I was hoping. I put it on Twitter. I was hoping it wasn't going to be taken. It looked like a lion. It looked pretty. So yeah, let's go and add this in. Oh, I forgot to go and buy iron. Let's get this added up and then we'll be back. Golden pumpkin add-on has been added to the pumpkin hunt. Let's see, all the pumpkins are there. All I've got to do is rename it with their name, Golden Pumpkin, and then obviously the rules and that are there. So nothing too major for that. I have then done a bit of shopping and got a ton of redstone materials. So I should have enough stuff to actually go and build this next minigame. So let's jump into the first time lapse of the episode and build the redstone to the minigame. Oh yeah, redstone! So the redstone has been completed and the game is fully up and running. Now, I did get a little bit carried away over here and I have built the area where you shoot the arrow from. So we have like the arrows here. You got the time trial button, which if you push the button, it will set the game off, and then your time trials is over there. And then you just have the normal on off. So now the game's on and ready to go. So all you got to do is hit the bottom two like so, then that will unlock that one up there. Then you do the same side over here. Then up here is you've got to like hit it pretty much there. It's on the white next to the bullseye, which I seem to struggle with. Just there. Nope. Hit it. So all you gotta do is when you're hitting it, you just gotta hit that ding. If you hit that ding, you know you've got it. Then the final one unlocks in the middle there. And again, that is just pretty much bullseye. And then the game resets and it's ready to go. Now, the reason why I haven't on off is so now you can just technically, if you want to, just practice hitting these and it won't do anything to the game because it's all off. And because these bottom four are like the main four, if they don't work, the rest of the game doesn't work. So the things what are left to do now over here is I want to build something around this because this looks a bit hideous as having chests like that. And of course we're going to hide the redstone here. So instead of doing a time lapse, we are just going to run at this wall and it'll be done. And it's complete. So we have obviously the platform where you can do the time trial or practice run. Initially, I wanted the top bit up there to be like an island with some lake waterfall type thing coming down here. But when I started building up this part and then I put the little lake here, it felt overkill having too much going around it. I didn't want to take too much away from up there because technically it wouldn't be a big mini game, but you could fit something small up here if needs be, which I want to save as much space for others as possible. Now, I'm really happy with how everything turned out. The pond looks sick. And again, if someone wanted to, they could have like a little dropper up there where you could drop down through some hoops and land in the pool, trying to avoid the lily pads and stuff, which would be pretty cool. But that's up to other people to do if they want to. And then we come down here. We have the time trial. It's just like I said before. Nuggets go into there for the time. And then the leaderboard here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to mute myself and I'm going to concentrate and try and get my best time trial to get a score on the board. There we go. So I did struggle with the sixth one. That was a bit of a pain to hit. But it wasn't because of the difficulty of it. It's just I couldn't get the right angle. And what I have found with like playing with target blocks and stuff, arrows, especially at distance, don't always shoot straight, as you can see there. Look, they shoot in the same area roughly, but like you can see there is a bit of a play. And that's that close. So further away, the bigger the spread. So when I was building this and I did a test, I got 65, I think. Oh, 97. Oh, that's bad. I could do better, but I'm just going to do it for one trial. So we put on here, Lamb, 97. I think that's a reasonable starter target for other people to hit. What we're going to do now is we're going to clear up here and we're going to head over to the industrial district to talk about the issue I have with the tree farms. So the issue we've been having with this tree farm, and you can probably tell by the mass amount of leaves, is it doesn't produce saplings. So I went through all the saplings I had that was in here, and it got me a fair amount. It got me nearly a double chest full of wood, which, if you see my other videos on the mega tree, yeah, that's not a lot. So we need a way of farming the saplings. And the only way that I can think of right now is make a long ass like tree farm where every so often, so it'd be like, here's a sapling, you know, all the way along to then give us a ton of saplings. And then what I'm going to do is, just so I don't then have to like lose saplings, we are going to like say build it from here. We're going to have a platform where it collects it for us. So we'll have water of one side, like so. And then it will collect in the middle. And then here we will have a hopper and a chest. So what we're going to do is I'm going to quickly build up a reasonable size for this. And then I'll be back to show you it. It's not as big as I was initially thinking, but this should do the trick. So all we've got to do is we'll grow these and then we'll cut down the tree. And then in theory, whatever saplings we don't collect should collect into the water below. Wait, why is there something missing? Well, that was weird. So yeah, the saplings that we don't collect when doing this, I can see, fall straight into the chest down below. We do have the data pack fast leaf decay, so we don't have to wait too long for it all to disappear. And then we come down here, except for the ones that didn't go into the chest, and then boom, we have that. Now the good thing about this is we are going to get a bit of excess dark oak, which is going to be awesome. Alright, so now that is done, we can go over to the mega tree and start looking at what we are going to do. Now, we ain't going to have any more height added today because, like I said, we haven't really got enough dark oak to make a dent in the height and start trying to like map out some branches and stuff like that. So what I plan to do with the dark oak that we've got is we are going to be doing the entrance to the tree and then potentially looking to doing or getting an idea down for the staircase going up the tree, because I want to get that started now while the tree is relatively small. So let's gather some materials and I'll head to the tree. Oh my god, it has been so long, since we've been here at the mega tree. And let's take a little flyby just to remember the size of this thing. Jeez, it's massive. So this is the thing we're going to be working on today. And like I said, the staircase starting to go up and around. Now, first things first, looking at this nether portal, it needs to change. Now, it's not a bad nether portal, but I will need to change it eventually. What I'm thinking is we can have like the staircase going up, going around like that, like a spiral. Maybe if we have some branches, like wooden chain branches, if that makes sense, coming off the tree, ching, 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 then holding up a crystal. Because that was the whole idea of this, was it's meant to be like the power of the tree. That why it's growing is because it's got some crystal power. Kind of like the diamond on the Sims characters, you know, the green thing above. Have that sort of thing in the middle, but in purple with chains hanging off it. We could either, like I said, do wooden chains, or we do some like copper chains, but then have like nature overgrowing it, so we have like branches coming off it and stuff. I think that look pretty cool. And then we can have on like the staircase, we can have like a part going off, like a bridge going towards it. That is a later date because we're not tackling that today. Like I said, we're tackling the entrance and the staircase around. Wait. Wait, let's stop this stuff and check this stuff. What is this? 1 diamond for 2 stacks. Oh, as you know, we're having problems with dark oak at the moment. So this is the godsend. And what I'm going to do, so that wait. This would be, what, 9, 18, 27 for them two. And then, yeah, 9 and a bit. So let's just take these. I'm going to let Tommy know I've moved his barrels over here so I can keep them. Ooh, go to sleep. Let's take all these stuff. This is gonna help so much, 'cause we need loads of dark oak for the build. Yes, we do. Like I said, I'll let him know that I've taken them barrels. I think he won't mind, but we'll let him know. And then I should have, yeah, another spit barrel here. So, the plan for the doorway, and I'm going to be trying something different that I've never done before, is this is the colour of the roof. So we're going to have a two-tone roof type thing with like a gradient from purple to the green. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but the whole idea is to have a bit of fun and make it a bit magical. So I feel like that is enough waffling on, and let's start with this. So enjoy this time lapse. So there we go. That is a time lapse of adding more to this. So we've got the pathway started. Now I haven't done too much up this side because obviously the tree stops up there. But what I'm thinking is I might reach out to Tommy because obviously he's got his bees here selling the wood. I might say to him that he can take that part of the tree if he wants to and build like an actual bee shop or a bee station for his logs. Which hopefully that'd be cool if he can, because that means one less bit for me to do and another bit of style into this. So the pathway goes round. I will be adding some campfires into this to add a bit more texture and variety. So we've got a little area here for something. We'll make this into like an armor area, which would be pretty cool. Then keep going round. We've got another area here. Nothing too big here. And so we've got this area, which could be like a little bee area for him. Or I make a bee. If he doesn't want to do it, I can make a bee hut out the other side, which would be pretty cool. And then, like I said, it stops up here. Now, sadly, the recording... Well, there wasn't no recording for the first part of this, which is the entrance. And that's because I forgot to hit record, which is kind of annoying. But it is what it is. You got like a little bit of this. But I'm really happy with how the colours went. I'm not too sure about the leaves, though. I feel like I've done too much leaves there. Not on the outside of it. More on the inside. You'll have to let me know down below if you believe, if you think that's too much leaves or what. But the idea of this is like there's a man-made archway and it's just been encaved with the tree. So like the tree has grown and grown into this, which it works. It's pretty cool. I've tried using like moss to thicken out the vines. So like I have done a little bit of a sample here. I wanted to add a bit of texture into the tree, so what I've done is I've done a little bit of a test here with a bit of stripped and a bit of planks. And I don't know, this scale, it looks alright. Bigger scale, I don't know. I don't know if you'll notice it too much, but I like that because it just breaks it up a little bit instead of being like one solid block over there like that. And then I've got a test vine. And now the plan is to have these vines wrapping around the whole tree. Now, down over this side is where Tommy put his first ever ad. That started the ad war, technically, down here, which is pretty cool. I'm going to eventually come down here and then add loads of different vines and stuff coming off in the caves, like some roots and stuff, which would be pretty cool. But that is a very much final detail. But that's all we've got time for today. If you did enjoy this video and you do want to see more, do smash that like button. Hit subscribe and we'll catch you in the next one. Next episode, we are going to stay over on the tree. I plan to maybe sort out the Nether portal. I've got an idea for what I want to do down there. So you got to stay tuned for that. Until next time, we'll catch you in the next episode of XCraft.